Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the new GameStop exclusive Back in Black Deadpool, or Venompool. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Marvel Legends window box packaging with somewhat of an 80s motif. Turning the box around, we can see an image of the figure, and on the top left, a quick blurb of the character. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Deadpool out of the box. And man, what a really cool Marvel Legends figure. And I'll be honest, I don't really collect a whole lot of Marvel Legends figures these days. But I am a giant Deadpool fan and a giant Venom fan. And the fact that we're getting a figure based on the crossover of those two characters is pretty incredible to me, and I am so stoked that I finally have this figure in my collection. I ordered him many months ago from GameStop, and I finally have him in my hands. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Deadpool does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with some tendrils, 2 katanas, 2 interchangeable head sculpts, a pair of gripping hands, a thwipping hand, and 2 clawed hands. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Back in Black Deadpool. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the GameStop exclusive Back in Black Deadpool. Now this is a pretty cool figure that I've been waiting for a very long time. Now again, I'm not really into Marvel Legends a whole lot. I used to be back in the day when Toy Biz had the licensing, but I haven't really been too much into the modern figures. With that being said, I have every Captain America Marvel Legend figure, because I'm a big Captain America fan. And just recently, I've been trying to get more into the Deadpool Marvel Legend figures. I had one of the original one, was it the Series 9 or whatever it was, Series 6, I forget which one it was. I had that Marvel Legend Deadpool, but I'm trying to get more with the modern ones. You know, I got this guy right here, like I think we all do, which is a really great figure. He's really cool, and I'm hoping to get that X-Force one, was a HasCon exclusive, and I heard that's getting a re-release. Hoping to get that one too, but this guy is really cool. I love this whole concept, really, of just Deadpool being engulfed by a Venom symbiote, which I think is very cool. Love the black and white motif. This is I believe the Bucky Cap body mold that they use here, which is nice and slender, and I think it works for Deadpool for the most part, you know what I mean? He's not supposed to be a super buff guy. He's supposed to be more in a lean way, which I think works out very good. But I like the design here, how they did this. The white looks very cool for the most part. I don't really see too many like splotches or anything. I know a lot of us know, like with white paint, sometimes the undercoat shows through. But they got it all nice and thick on this figure. I think it looks really nice. The head sculpt looks fantastic. I'm not sure what head that is though, because that's not this head. That's a completely different head sculpt. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a new head sculpt for Deadpool. I mean, you guys might know more than I would. Like I said, I don't really do Marvel Legends, so I'm not really sure. I love the silver and black logo right here for the Deadpool. I think it looks really good. Again, very nice sculpt and very nice paint for what we get here. So very cool. So let's take a look at some of his accessories. So he does have interchangeable hands. What's really cool, he does come with this thwipping hand like that, which is pretty interesting. But since he's Venom, shouldn't he have more like the hand where it's like shoots from the top? I mean, not really a Spider-Man hand? I don't know. I never read that story arc, so I'm not sure how this actually works. But you do get that. Then you do get a hand with a gripping hand like this that's for the katanas. So if I take this one off right here, and this is going to be something that I noticed right away. So we do get that thwipping hand, and it's on there nice and tight. And I put on a grip, the other gripping hand for this hand. This is very loose. You can kind of see me just twirling it around. I don't know, I think the peg is smaller compared to this one. This is a nice thick peg. The one on the gripping hand is a lot smaller. Same thing with the clawed hand for that exact same wrist. So you do get these really cool katanas. These are the same katanas that we've seen with the previous Deadpool figure. Same as what we've seen for plenty of other Deadpool figures. Very nice. Then we just have it in this black handle with a silver Suba, I think that's what they call it, the Suba, the guard, and then really almost like a pink lightsaber-ish type of thing, which I think is very cool. So he can hold that in gripping hands just like so, and that holds on there very well. And then since we do get a second hand, we do get a second katana, and he can hold that very well in that hand too. But again, like I said, it's a little loosey-goosey right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that could be some like twirling action. I don't know, an action feature. I don't know. But you can hold 2 katanas like that. Again, it's going to be a little tricky with that hand being so loose. And I've heard from other people that they have that similar problem. You can get into some decent poses with it, but it's going to be kind of tricky. Just like I said, just it being so loose, it's a little disappointing. So take these off right here. And we also do get some tendrils from right here. These are really cool. I kind of wish they were kind of like had that wire running through so you can kind of pose them around and whatnot. But these are very cool. I know these are from the Agent Venom figure for sure. I've always really wanted that figure. I never really picked it up, so I might consider it. We have a little peg hole right back there, and you can just slide this on like so. And then you get that cool look with the tendrils all over the place. I think that's fantastic. You'll see some pictures at the end where I can get some other weapons, and you can actually like hold some of the weapons with like the tendrils and stuff like that. That's not working now. It's not going to work now while I'm on counter now, is it? Yeah, see, something, whatever. You'll see some pictures at the end, and what I'm talking about. So those are very cool too. So I'm gonna take these off real quick. I'm gonna take off these hands right here, and I'll pop off this Deadpool head right here. And then I'm gonna bring in these clawed hands like this, and then get this one over here like so. Get that in there, tight like that, and then I'll bring in this symbiote type head like that. That's a tight fit. This head specifically. It is a really tight fit, but it does get on there. And that's a pretty cool look, too. I think it looks awesome. I think the paintwork looks really great on the teeth and the mouth. And the eyes look fantastic. Really cool clawed symbiote hands. I think those are bad. Look how loosey-goosey that is. That's not cool, man. So, when you're posing them around, you're trying to get some, like, cool, like, poses. The wrist will just kind of, like, swing around and flare, and just, it does not work. I'm very upset about that. I don't know, I'm going to have to stick up some sticky tack in there for these, or, you know, thicken up that peg with some super glue, that old trick. Maybe I'll do that, so I'm not sure. But again, that's a very cool look. And then if we stick on the tendrils with this look, like that, oh, that looks badass. Yeah, oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Very cool look for Deadpool. Again, I really like this whole symbiote design that we get with this guy. So very, very cool. Take off this one right here, take off this one right here, and take off this head, because like I said, this head is really, really tight. So I'm going to put back on the Deadpool head. Man, that's a really tight fit there. And I've actually tried putting on, hold on, let me try to show you something real quick. I've tried putting on this head, this unmasked Wade Wilson head. That doesn't really fit. You can get it on there, and it'll look, the neck will look a little long because it doesn't go all the way down on the neck peg, because I think the neck peg is a little too big for it. I mean, but I guess you could kind of do it. I mean, it might be a little weird and off, but yeah, it doesn't work exactly like I'd want. I had hoped it did, but it does not. So thus we are stuck with just the standard heads that we do get right here. So I'm going to put these original hands back on, and we're going to take a look at the articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, does roll around side to side, looks up and down with that neck peg like so, down about that far. Pivots, or rocks I should say, just a little bitty. It works okay for the most part. Arms can go full 360, out about that far. Rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get an ab crunch. Does it crunch back about that much, forward about that much, swivel at the waist. Hip joints, they kick forward that much, back a little bit. Splits about that far. Rotation in that upper thigh. Double jointed knees like so. We do get a calf rotation like that. Ankle joints allows you to point the toe up and down. And a really good ankle rocker. So overall, I think this is a really cool figure, honestly. I think it's going to be one of those figures, honestly, that's going to be kind of pricey on a later date, because I know Deadpool is such a popular character these days. And it being a GameStop exclusive, he's already kind of tricky to find, and I just see him being something of a hard, expensive figure later on down the line. So I really suggest trying to find him right now, because I think you'll actually really dig him. From the most part, what I can tell, he just reused parts from other figures. But again, I'm a huge Deadpool fan and a huge Venom fan, so this is a really cool figure for me. This is one of those very few Marvel Legends figures I had to have in my collection. So if you're lucky enough to find him at a GameStop, I suggest picking him up, because he is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Marvel Legends comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Venom and Deadpool figures. And for even more Deadpool comparison, here he is standing next to my 112 Collective Mezco Deadpools. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the GameStop exclusive Marvel Legends Back in Black Deadpool. Now overall, I think this is a really sweet toy. I love Deadpool and Venom, and taking those two characters and crossing them over into one badass action figure is really cool to me. I love the articulation, and he has really cool paint scheme, and I absolutely love the accessories. But overall, I think he's just a great figure, and I think you would absolutely love him for your Deadpool collections. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.